Hi everybody, welcome to Mr. Ridpath's class. This is a video mainly intended for everybody to tell them what the new procedures in class are going to be. So, since I am now doing all the Algebra 2 students, I felt like now was the best time to make some changes. The first thing we're going to do is at the start of every unit, we're going to review some 8th grade and Algebra 1 and geometry concepts that we may need for the rest of the chapter. Now, since we just started Chapter 3 last week, and I know Mr. Zerpoli's class has done a couple sections, but I already started the review for Chapter 3. I felt like we really needed it in my class, and I'm guessing you guys do too. So there are a couple of recordings I'm going to ask Mr. Zerpoli's class to watch so that they feel like they can catch up and get more work done. All right, and feel better prepared for each chapter. Number 2, homework is going to be the chief daily work that we do. There are a couple reasons for this. I'll tell you one of them in a moment. But the main reason is students who do problems do better in the math classes. This is a given fact. And the more problems you do, the better you'll be. However, since we're an online school, I can't be assigning too much. So homework assignments are going to be about 5 to 10 problems. And I'm no longer going to require you to do the quizzes, which have been always 5 problems long. In addition, with the homework, I am going to supply you an answer key, complete with worked out solutions. Once you submit your homework, then the answer key will pop up in your content right below that drop box. You can open that answer key and check your homework. Every student in Algebra 2 is required to do this. While checking your homework, you're going to see that there are some you get right and some you get wrong. Some days you might get them all right, some days you might get them all wrong. But that's okay, because that's how we learn. We make mistakes. We learn from our mistakes. It's one of the best things about mathematics. Mathematics teaches us that we're not perfect. Just ask my students who've had me already how many mistakes I make in class. I write wrong, I compute wrong, I make the same kinds of mistakes you will. I don't make them with the same frequency, but I make the same mistakes. And so you guys are going to have an opportunity to correct your mistakes immediately after you submit your homework. You will be required to do this every day. In addition, for every mistake you make, you're required to evaluate why you made that mistake. Did you just copy a problem wrong? Did you do the wrong arithmetic? Did you not know how to write an answer? Did you not understand the procedures from class? What was it about that you didn't understand? We're going to be talking about these kinds of reflective practices a lot in math class going forward. And so it's really important that you have the opportunity to figure out what those issues are and to write them down on your corrections. What this means is every assignment you turn in will have 2 pieces of paper. One will be your original homework and one will be your corrections. If you get 100% on the assignment, then you don't have to turn in corrections. You could even write a note in the Dropbox submission window that says, hey, I got 100%. Tell me how you're doing, all right? And that'll be really great. With this in mind, I'm going to increase homework percentage in your grade to 25%. I am no longer giving quizzes for full credit. There's a couple of reasons for this. One is it's the electronic temptation. Sometimes we just guess rather than work it out on paper and think through it. In that case, that means I want you to work things on paper. That's kind of the goal. That's why we're doing the mathematics. The other reason is there have been some little bit of hacking that will allow you to cheat on quizzes, so I'm not giving them for full credit anymore. I will, however, leave the quizzes for you to do to get some extra credit. Now, all it means is that the quizzes are extra practice, and if you do them once in a while, you can get a little bit of extra credit. It's not very much, but in the end, it could mean 2 or 3% to your grade. So if somebody wants to do that, you are perfectly allowed to. I much rather want you to focus on your homework and focus on how to correct it. Does everybody understand? If you don't, ask me a question in class or after class, and I will tell you. The last thing I want to tell you is I am recommending that every student come to Algebra 2 for a couple of days. So if you have questions, you can ask. I know some of you would rather watch recordings and do things like that, and that is perfectly okay. All right? That's all I have for you today. These are important changes. You'll see your grades have been changed a little. Every test, we're only going to do 6 chapters instead of 7 this semester to allow us for extra days for learning and reteaching. The exam will be correspondingly changed because of that. Anyway, thank you for your graciousness. I'll do the best I can. I got 170 students in Algebra 2, so I need every one of you to work every day. No more skipping. Got it? Okay, see you later.